Hello, thanks for dropping in. Today we are looking at what I call a survivor pet. It was got in, the early 80s, and then a fellow used it with a data set for school things and such, and then he graduated, unfortunately, to some sort of PC thing, and this went into a closet in his parents' house. And there it has sat probably since about 1983 or so. So it's basically a 2-year-old pet that's been sitting for 38 years. And no, it was not sitting in a basement closet. It was sitting in a bedroom closet on the upper floor. And it is just dandy. Cosmetically, it's hard to say anything is a 10. I would say this is like about a 9.8. And it does function. It does work. The data set seems to have issues. I haven't looked at that yet. I have not. It is one of the white data sets that look like the originals, but they were white instead of black. Anyway, I suspect probably a belt thing or something. Anyway, I have not checked, but at some point I will. But here is a Commodore PET 2001 series professional computer with BASIC 4 and 32K, and it does seem to be in beautiful, magical, almost, museum quality shape. And another thing, I asked this fellow, I said, have you ever opened it up and looked inside? He said, no. So, it is factory sealed, never delved into, nothing added, nothing messed with, not even looked at, which of course I'm curious to have a look inside. Of course, if there are other things inside, it doesn't mean he opened it. I'm not sure that he ordered it with anything else, but of course, if the dealer added something, or I'm not sure if he used any, I forgot to ask if he used like Paperclip or WordPro or any of those things, and that would mean a ROM would have had to have been installed, but he didn't have such things, although he said he might have some software around that he would look for and let me know. We shall see. Anyway, I will, I'm tempted not to open it and leave it as a mystery, because of course, sooner or later, probably sooner than later, I think I will sell this one. I have enough. Yeah, I have enough. Actually, I'm hoping soon to gather all my pets together for sort of a family portrait before things start going out the door. Anyway, so there it is. Oh, I have, by the way, I've checked the keyboard. It's perfect. It's dandy. It's clean. It's mean. It's beautiful. It's all beautiful. I have not hooked it up to anything else to load anything in. I have typed in a quick program to, make it sort of print on the screen. It's all fine. Anyway, I have no doubt it's just perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So, if you are, or you know somebody who's looking for a dandy, 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 near perfect, untouched, unmolested, unworked on, manipulated, just pretty much as it came from the factory, do let me know, because, as I have said before, I will be little by little lightening my collection, selling things off. I shall. And this will probably be one of the first things to go. Still, I am tempted to peek inside, just to see, in case there's dust. I'm sure there's no dust. I mean, it's beautiful. It's magical. So, stay tuned. Maybe I will look inside. Maybe I won't. I have not yet decided. But what I do know is, like really, if I was going to keep one as an example, this would be the one. Although, you know, I have some others. They've got some, like, stickers from schools. Oh, I forgot. I forgot another thing about this one. There is a sticker on the back of it. It came from House of Computers. House of Computers is a rather notorious name in the Commodore world around Toronto. I would go there a time or two. Actually, my brother and I, on occasion, we really couldn't get there in time over lunch, but we had different lunches. So one of us, backing up one other step, I have a twin brother. So what one of us would do when we needed to get something and we didn't have any other time, one of us would go to their class, and then while the other was away getting stuff at House of Computers, the replacement would go to the other class. So we were never absent. And most teachers never knew the difference. People in the class knew what was going on, but nobody else did. Anyway, usually it was to get discs or something. And of course, one of the things I have from there is my House of Computers I Love Petting t-shirt. It's not here right now, but it's in the next room. And I used to wear that quite a lot. I was quite fond of it. Anyway, House of Computers, of course, is well known because there is allegedly an incident that happened where somehow they were accidentally making copies of Flight Simulator 2 by Sublogic, including copying the manuals and the boxes and the warranty cards and everything there was to copy and selling them. Which, it's hard to imagine that, unless they were doing mass production, and from the sounds of it they probably were, how they could really be making much off, because the manual, if you remember, thinking way back, the manual for Flight Simulator 2 was really quite substantial, quite massive, and quite detailed. And I think I've mentioned this before, the warranty cards were what actually finally got them, because Sublogic changed the color of their warranty card, and the people who may have accidentally been allegedly making illegal copies and selling them didn't realize this, and that is what tipped off Sublogic that something was wrong, because they kept on getting these old warranty cards thinking something not right here. Anyway, I don't know how it all ended up, but it was sort of a scandal within the Commodore community of Toronto and further places. Anyway, things happen. Still, I just can't imagine they could reproduce all that and make a whole bunch off it. Like, anyway, I don't know. Anyway, so yes, there is a House of Computers sticker on the back. It would probably be kind of in line with, well, it's in line with the right side of the machine, right near the corner, kind of probably directly behind on the back where it says professional computer, sort of, kind of. Besides that, there's no other stickers, there's no other accessories, no other, like, sticker goo or anything. It's remarkably perfect. Remarkably. So, as I said, if you are in the market for a beautiful pet, local would be preferred. I'm around Toronto, because I always fear what could happen when something as magical and as delicate, not delicate, these are tough, but just, you know, I've heard horror stories. Now, when I ship things, I pack them good. Like, real good. I don't know if you saw the recent video I packed up an adding machine, and I really couldn't show you how I did it, but I described it very well. And if it was a pet like this, first of all, it would be in a very large box, and it would have an incredible amount of bubble wrap around it. So it almost turns into like a, kind of like what when they did the moon landings, not moon landing, Mars landings, where they had the thing. Lately they've had retro rockets, but earlier on they had this balloon pack around the rover, and as it came down it literally bounced, and then the balloons deflated. So I would put tons and tons and tons of bubble wrap around such things and find a suitably large box, probably from Home Depot because they have good big boxes. And then I would put other packing material around it to protect it and mark it with fragile and etc., etc., etc. I would. So technically, I would ship this anywhere in the world, of course, at your expense. By the way, this is a 120 volt machine because I am in Canada. It is not from Europe. It is from Canada. I should have looked at the serial number. I did not. But I know it's all back. Like, all the typical stickers are back there. Like, do not open. Like, danger, danger, danger. You know, high voltage and all that magical stuff. Which, of course, in monitors there are. So, there it is. A beautiful example of a Commodore PET. As I said, used for a couple of years and then tucked away in a closet. I think it was actually, you know, covered. It wasn't dusty. It wasn't anything. Like, you know, no shoes fell on it. No anything. It is beautiful. Beautiful, I say. So, I will see if I, you know, decide to explore inside this or not. For the moment, I'm not going to rush into anything rash. I will leave as it is and then decide when and through what avenue I might list it for sale. I will. So, thank you. Thank you very much for being here. Don't hesitate to write to me or comment. I do my best to answer comments as quickly as I can, remembering, of course, that for some reason, YouTube will tell me when there's a new comment, but they won't tell me when there's a response to my response to the new comment. So if I don't respond, I didn't get your message, because I pretty much respond to everything that people write to me. I do. Anyway, it is a beautiful day. It is kind of a cross between fall and spring, not fall and spring, fall and summer weather here in and around Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So I have things to do outside, and I think I will do some of them. But also I will upload this for your viewing pleasure. Until we meet again. Thanks very much for being here. It is much appreciated, as are any and all likes, comments, subscriptions. You know. Anyway, enough for now. Until we meet again, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye for now.